Vlogmas, Vlogmas, Vlogmas with Beth and Books Day 2. Yeah! I don't know if that's going to be a jingle that stays. We'll find out. Up to number 2. Where is number 2 Spider-Man? Oh, up there. We have a little Spidey upside down. And our chocolate is a little gingerbread man. Do you see him? No, we don't. Mwahaha. Today's outfit is pretty cute if I don't say so myself. It is this, I don't know what you kind of call this sleeve, a puffy sleeve, a tight chest, and matching legs. It's a jumpsuit. If you're wondering, those are just little sticky things to help me stop my shoes from slipping. Excuse me, when I'm walking around. So yeah, last night I finished reading All Your Twisted Secrets and I really didn't like it. I was thinking about it. I really didn't like it. I think I'm going to give it a 1 star instead of 2. It sounds really brutal, but I just did not like it at all. In terms of what I'm reading today, I'm going to make some progress on Wheel of Time and I might pick up another book. I was going to be saying in this intro, I'm scared because after school I did have a smear booked in at my doctor's. However, a nurse is sick, so they've asked me to call up eventually and reschedule, which is alright, I can do that. But alright guys, school is done and I am literally at the op shop. I've got, what's the time? Just over half an hour before they shut, but I really need like an ugly sweater thing. I have an idea. I'll see if I can like DIY something, but I need to find the base for it. And I might just have a quick look around. But I'm in a bit of a rush because they shut in half an hour and I want to take a bit of my speak time. So if there's any next clips, if I try anything on, if I have time for that, I'll have the footage for that. Where do I start? So, no, we're not at Save Mart. That's because I realised I couldn't share with you what I tried on because I was in a jumpsuit when I tried bottoms on. I had nothing on the top half. I only got a few pieces. It wasn't the most successful shop. I'll show you those in just a second. The reason why I'm so flustered, sweaty, excited, I mentioned a few vlogs ago that I had submitted a piece of poetry to the local city's library. They were doing not a competition, but a collection of work, and they were going to publish some of it. My poem has been published. Like, what the hell? It was good enough for the city to think it was worth being in a book. I didn't think it was this big of a deal to me. Like, I knew it had been decided to go in the book, to be honest with you, because I'd gotten the email and I was like, oh yeah, cool. But they were like, oh, come and pick up your editions. I have 3 here. I'm going to give 1 to my parents and I don't know what I'll do with the other one. But then I picked them up and I had them in my hands and I was like, that's me. Technically not my name. I used a pseudonym called SC Ribe. A bit tongue-in-cheek once you figure it out, but it fits with the poem I submitted and I thought I would read it out to you guys. I submitted it as part of the writing club we run at school, and one of my colleagues who is also part of the club has their stuff in here too. I think there might be an ebook version and I'll link that down below if I can find it. If I can't find it, then I'm sorry guys. Okay, hang on, what page am I on? This is my copy, so I'm going to bend this, break the spine. SC Ribe, that's my pseudonym and that's my poem. Page 43. Hello Fly, that's my poem. Okay, I've never actually tried reading my poetry out loud before. It's always just been in my head, so here we go. Time is creeping as I prepare for change, and I challenge all that Lord Death has planned. As eternity is put on this page, ancient soul scribing forth to paper land. Entrusting my life to this written cage, shouted from hungry worms, I will stand. Lord Death's power is past, R.I.P. to his rage, as I live on in ink and reader's hands. My poem in a book, guys. It's... Oh, I almost just crossed myself. It is hard to believe, guys. It's insane. It's insane. And I'm proud of my accomplishment, and I'm gonna perhaps go to my parents this weekend and give them an early Christmas present of my work in a book, because that's who I am as a person. Yeah, and then when we were coming home, Imagine Dragons' song On Top of the World came on. It's like, I'm on top of the world, hey, I'm on top of the world, hey. And I was singing along, and I kid you not, I almost cried. I would have cried if I let myself cry, but I didn't cry because I knew mascara was going to get in my eye and sting my eye, and then I couldn't drive because pain. But, oh my God. That's insane. I'm going to read this. Maybe not right now. Maybe not right now, but I'm going to read that. That's absolutely awesome. Whilst I was at the library, I'll just show you the books I picked up. I had J.D. Robb's Ceremony and Death on my, I was going to say wish list. That's not it. On my waitlist requests. That's still not the word. Holds. On hold. I've talked about this before. Just my guilty pleasure cover to cover kind of book. When this was published, apparently, like this edition, there were 40. I think it's up to 70 now. And whilst I was there, I checked to see if they had the next one in the series, and they did. So I just picked them both up because, I mean, I have some really good books up on my read me shelf, which I'm going to pick one soon, actually. But yeah. So that's that. I also need to show you the Save Matte haul. Like I said, not heaps. Something I got from my mum. She loves scarves, and she loves this colour, and she wears silver. And I found this, and I need to wash it, but it's really soft. It says hand wash only, made in China, viscose. So it's not necessarily a wow material, but it feels really nice, and she'll appreciate it. A little extra Christmas present. I bought myself this like child's belt because, let me take the staples off here, because when I wear belts, I really like them around my waist, and I do have a petite waist. And something I eternally struggle with is getting one small enough, and I never actually tried to see if it fits. Oh, it does just. I actually don't know. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's upside down now. But, yeah, I think that's cool. It's upside down. But, like, when I've got high-waisted pants on, or, like, if I want to cinch in a dress, I'm happy with that. It's kind of like the off-white belts, which are yellow, which I have had an eye out for thrifting online, but they were really expensive. Even secondhand, they're like $100, and I'm not sold on the original bright yellow. But then I found perhaps the steal of the century Gymshark leggings, full length, super high waisted, for only $15. And I don't have anything remotely similar to this colour in my leggings, but I have plenty of sports bras to match it. The tag, wherever it is, says SP, and I can't figure out what that means. I was looking for any stains or any rips or holes, and I couldn't see any, but so like I bought them. I feel like I've been yarning, yeah, for a wee while. My plan right now is I want to edit yesterday's vlog, and I'm going to time myself and see how long that takes, so I know how long to set aside. I know, like, when I do the hour-long vlogs, it takes me triple the amount of time, and I'm wondering if that's going to be a situation like a pattern. However long a video is, a vlog is, it takes me like triple the amount of time to edit, but I'm going to do that now, and then I'll tune back in with a book to read. Alright guys, so editing update, if anyone's curious how long it took me to edit yesterday's 20-minute vlog. It took me about 50 minutes to edit the actual video. Oh, why is the camera so dirty? Let me clean you guys. Hopefully that helped. Yeah, it took me about 50 minutes to edit the actual video, and then it took me about another 10 minutes to upload it and do everything else, and then another 15 minutes to do the thumbnail, so maybe an hour 15 in total. But the reason why we are in the loft robe is because it's quiet. Titus is playing NBA. But I just wanted to update you on how this is going. I did start to do a dedicated video for this book, but it was just taking me too long, and I knew Vlogmas was coming up, so I figured I would just talk to you guys about it. The Eye of the World, book 1 in the Wheel of Time series. I am up to chapter 20, which is page 295 of 814, so not even halfway. I am really liking it. I'm definitely making my way through, I was trying to explain its vibe to Titus, and I was saying it's like how I imagine Lord of the Rings is. I've seen the movie, so it's how I imagine the book is, in that it's heavily based on an adventure, adventure is the wrong word, because our characters are just escaping, but like heavily based on a going from A to B, a journey, there we go, with little elements of The Witcher in it, in that we've got I guess the Lord of the Rings has like different creatures, but in The Witcher they're described as monsters, and in here they're described as monsters. That's why I'm saying The Witcher. So it's got like different creatures and magical stuff. If you like high fantasy, I do think you would like this. It's giving me very much, since rearranging my bookshelves, I can't remember where I've put things. It's giving me very much The Name of the Wind vibes, as well as, I had something else in my mind. I guess like Game of Thrones, it's giving me that kind of vibe too, although less complex politics in this than Game of Thrones. So yeah, that's this book. But here's the thing. I don't want to keep reading it right now. So I thought, with my excellent filming skills, I would stick you... Oh wait, that's not even magnetic. You guys are currently leaning against today's shoe. I hope you don't mind. So we can actually see it. Sorry about the latest Will Chooses TBR video. When I was editing, I realised how blurry the wheel was. I'll definitely try bring it closer to the camera in the next episode of it. And we can spin and see what book to pick from the basket, which is that top shelf up there. Not these 4 books, the basket onwards. So... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say I'm going to have read the classic through when I get round to The Odyssey by Homer, which is my next Harvard book. I mentioned that yesterday. So we're just going to cheekily replace that with hated author. Those are the ones that... Let's go to this one. Random one. Okay. Let's try that again. A small book. I know, just... Oh gosh. My ankle. Just the one. Yeah. There. I am blind. I really want to read Ocean Vuong's On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. This one has 233 pages, so it's actually a perfect like interlude to the big Wheel of Time one that I'm reading at the moment. So this one I originally picked up because I had heard it being talked over on Ariel Bissett, and I always forget the other person and I feel terrible. Their podcast called Books Unbound, and they were talking about how poetic it was, and that really intrigued me. It is, from my understanding, it's written to be a letter from a son to a mother, talking about how their history and Vietnam's impact on lasting impact of war on Vietnam, his family's struggle to forge a new future, and it serves as a doorway into parts of little dog's life his mother has never known. So kind of almost like a diary entry, which, you know, I love to journal. Have I moved them? Oh, they're over on this bookshelf. I've got like a shelf of journals under there. You can just see them peeking out. So this is going to be my read. I'm going to sit down and make some progress into this, and later on we'll pop on into town. Okay, let's... I always forget doing this, but I really want to. Rating the first sentence. There's a couple of quotes in the front. But let me see if, using these words as a little plot of land and my life as a cornerstone, I can build you a centre. Oh, I love that. Joan Didion said, I want to tell you the truth, and already I have told you about the wide rivers. Quite nice. Okay. Let me begin again. Dear Ma, I am writing to reach you, even if each word I put down is one word further from where you are. I mean, I think it's the premise of it being a letter. It really intrigues me, so I'm going to say a solid 3 out of 5. I also predict that this is going to be a pretty quick read because there's like lots of gaps. Do you see that? Okay, gonna start. Alright team, so, little update. I have read 30 pages of Young Pueblo's book and oh my gosh, it is phenomenal. It is so good. I am loving it so much. It's at the point where, like, it's one of those books where if you do read it, I highly, highly recommend you actually pause for the comments because it does make it poetic. Each small paragraph is feeling a lot like a poem.
What?
You were in the shop.
Am I?
Yeah. I don't know when you came in though. Alright guys, I'm in the wardrobe because we are off to town and I just want to get out of these shorts because they're just a bit too short. A bit too short for around town. So I'm gonna put on a mini skirt because I want to. And then I'll just take off my shorts. Hang on, can I do this without flashing you guys? Yeah. Oh yeah. Alrighty. So I need to figure out if any of the... Is there a football in my door? I need to figure out if any of these books actually work. Babe, can you look up a definition of noir crime? Pretty please. Where is the crime? We went into town and we got some things. Let's show you what's in the bag. Sweet and smoky barbecue eater crunches because it is a current fave of mine. Oh, I cleared out my masks from Titus's car. Oh, shall I show them your latest pop? It's Grogu, but he's eating cookies. He's so cute. There you go, babe. A box of fancy chocolates for my Secret Santa. A t-shirt for my ugly Christmas t-shirt craft, which will be going down tomorrow. I don't have the patience to do it tonight. Black socks for myself. White socks for myself. You're quite good. Does he have a bobblehead? Can you come show the people the bobblehead, baby? Oh my god. Pop Grogu down. Do you want to bobble the head for everyone? Ah! And he's eating his cookies. He's like, nom 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 nom. That's adorable. I've been after these. Why didn't I think of looking in Kmart? Some different patterned stockings to, you know, just level up an outfit. So that was only $10 for 3, and I'm going to try really hard not to put my finger through them. Also to go with my craft, which will be happening tomorrow. Receipts. A bag of lollies. My sour craving at the moment is Coke bottles. And then lastly, Titus's Big Fizz, because we wanted to spend an extra $2.20 so we could get a sticker at New World, because we're saving up for a crock pot thing. And at our local New World, and like New World's everywhere. New World, by the way, is like a supermarket chain. They do this like reward system sometimes where you just collect a sticker for every $20 you spend and it accumulates for something. And there's a cast iron like crock pot we've got our eyes on. So yeah, but here's your thing. What is that?
Looks like you could use it for journaling.
Thank you. What is it though?
I don't know, it's a logo.
You thought I could use this for journaling? That's very thoughtful. No idea what it is. It looks like a skull though, right? With like mammoth. Surely it goes that way. Alright, my plan now, team. I am going to, 8:30. I'm going to read for a bit, shower, read for a bit. Sounds like a great thrilling evening. Evening fam, and this is the closing clip for this vlog. You can see the chaos that is the books on my nightstand. I have reached part 2, which is page 77, I believe. On Air for Briefly Gorgeous, and I'm really liking it. A couple of predictions that I made. One, that this would be up my alley, definitely is. Absolutely amazing. Poetic, actually original. Who was it that said? Someone said something. The Times said Vuong has originality running through his veins. I truly agree with what a newspaper / news outlet has blabbed about a book for once. The other one, though, that it was going to be easy to get through, like fast-paced. It's easy to read and it's easily consumable, but it isn't a quick read. And by that I mean, my arm is getting sore. And by that I mean that it's quite intense. And it's a story you read slowly to make sure you understand everything that's happening and all the nuances and to just appreciate it. So I am totally loving this. I will probably finish it tomorrow. But speaking of tomorrow, I will sign off and see you again in like 12 hours. I'll start vlogging again. No, it'll be before that. It's like 11 o'clock now. And I'll check in before I go to school on the last day of the second to last week of term 4. All right, enjoy all the places you go in your own reading adventures, and thank you for tuning in today. See you in the next one.